Hi guys, welcome back to the Planner Stack. I am super excited to share with you my 2020 planning system. I'm done, I'm ready. I can't wait to get into the new year. My only apprehension is that I love my 2019 system. Why am I changing? I don't know. Actually, I do know. It's peer pressure. Well, not peer pressure. People have really been talking up this other system to me, and I just had to give it a try. But first, let me just recap where I've been real quick. 2019, my journaling has been in Astrology. I love the Astrology because the page size is not overwhelming. You can draw a picture and put some washi tape up and just say a couple things. So it's not any major, like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do to put into this page? And I should clarify that I'm not really a pour your heart out journaler. I'm mostly memory keeping, but then adding a few things that might be considered journaling. But if someone were to open this up and read it, and people know they can open it up and read it, I'm not mortified by what's in here. I keep it very light and positive, and so it's just kind of a record of what goes on. I do it every day and have been real consistent with that. You can tell it's getting pretty chunky. It's almost done. But I love the square paper. I'm a squares paper person. But I have been loving that this year. My planning's been in a B6, also kind of squarish. So, and this has been planner piece for me. I have 4 inserts in here, and they kind of just take care of me personal wise. I have another book for work, but that doesn't require a whole lot. So this works great for me, and it's been giving me planner peace. So I should be staying in it, right? But no, I've heard so much about and so many people loving B6 Slim that I had to give it a try. So this is a caramel waypoint B6 Slim, and this is what I'm going to use for my journal for 2020. And so it's quite a page size jump from my A6 to my B6 Slim. But this right here is a Nanomi Cafe B6 Slim, and I've stuck it in a little jacket here that sits on the rings on the jacket. So why am I going to B6 Slim? Well, I was playing around with the idea, and I have an item on my Christmas list that I think's going to help me out. I want to do a little more journaling, but I also want to, I'm hoping I get a Canon Ivy for Christmas. So I want to start incorporating a picture, maybe not every day, probably not every day, but occasionally adding a picture, and then maybe that will take up more space. And I've been wanting to add pictures anyways. So, but if not, I thought, well, I could still do A6 size here, A6 size here, and then another day along the bottom. So I could get 3 days on this spread right here, but we'll see how it goes. I'm okay with just doing 1 a day if I can fill it up. I like to doodle and draw, so I might be able to do that. Right now, this is pretty thin. You saw how thick this one was. It's almost done. So in order to kind of fill up this TN, I added another insert here, and this one, I got these from Staples. It was right around when school was starting, I think. They had these. They were not quite a true B6 size. People were buying them for their B6s, but all mine are true. All my inserts are in my B6 were true B6 size. So I bought a bunch of them. I had some cut down to B6, and then some cut down to B6 Slim. And so this is a B6 Slim one. It's a dot grid. They had grid and lined. And so right now that's just kind of helping to add some bulk to this TN so it doesn't get so floppy. But that's my plan for journaling for 2020. I'm excited as well as a little apprehensive. Okay, for planning, I'm also going to B6 Slim. Now, the difference in size is really not much. They're the same height, but when you see they're the same height, but when you line the spines up, you can tell that they're slightly different in width. I mean, I'm saying like about a ½ an inch in width. So it's not much, but it's enough to give you not that square page. So this is more rectangular page. And it just narrows my writing down. I'm not a tiny writer. I don't write big, but I don't write tiny either. So I'm going to try this out. This is a B6 Slim Earl Grey Tea House from Chic Sparrow. I hardly use this. It's been mostly in its bag, and other than when I was putting inserts in it. So I can't wait to see this patina and age, because the pictures I've seen of people's, they look great. And so in here I have my 4 inserts. Again, that's the same inserts, but they're a little narrower. They're B6 Slim size. So I'll just go through them real quick. My first one is a dot grid. I just printed it out on 32-pound paper. These are all Chic Sparrow dashboards, and the covers are just random stock paper that I buy. I like the double-sided paper, but just whatever I have, and occasionally I'll put on a little pocket from the Planner Society. Okay, so that's just a grid for notes and whatnot, brain dump. And then my second is my planner, and this is 4 months worth. And I printed this on 32-pound paper, so that's pretty nice paper. And so 4 months is pretty thin. And so what it is, it's you have your month, and then it goes into the weeks. And I put on my washi tape and stickers, and so I decorate a whole 4 months at one time. I don't do it by the week. Then you have your month again and back into your weeks. So you do that for 4 months, and it all fits right in here. And I think that's why I love this setup so much. My next one is my tracker. Again, it's not much, but there's a lot of tracking options in here. I track things like online orders. This whole section here is my business tracker. So I have pages that fold out for 30 days. You know, you can track something for 30 days or 31 days. And then I track things like things I'm doing at my house. You can put your months up. I have TV watching or book lists, and there's a lot of blanks in here that I still could fill up. So that's my tracking for 2020. And then my last insert is my commonplace notebook, or my commonplace insert or lists. And here I keep track of things like all my watercolors that I have, or watercolors I want to get, fountain pens that I have, or fountain ink that I want to get, whatever you have as far as collections you want to keep track of. The first half of the book is 1-column list, and the second half is 2-column lists. But you can keep track of, like, this is my Chic Sparrow. It's a collection. I have to keep telling myself it's a collection. But this is my commonplace. And then back here I just have another grocery list chopped off and stickers. Once I'm done with my 2019, I'll put like stamps and things up here that I need. But all that is pretty thin. I mean, that is easily transported. Easily transported, I think. I think that'll work out really well, hopefully. What I plan to do when I travel, though, is, until this one gets really thick anyways, take this guy out and take maybe a couple of these that I might need for traveling and stick them in here, and then I can just be traveling with one notebook. And I think this leather would probably travel better. It wouldn't, it doesn't show the scuffs as much as maybe this one would. So that's my plan, and that's my 2020 setup. Oh, wait, I forgot my business. So I have an Etsy shop. All my printables are on there. It'll be linked below. But for business, I have an A6 folio, and inside it is a Hobonichi Techo. And I like this because it's the thin paper. I like the paper. And I just use it for a task list. I have a little bit of information on the back, and I'll use the calendar, monthly calendars a little, but mainly it's for a task list. And I already have my 2020 sitting there waiting to go in when it's 2020. So that's not changing, that's staying the same. And that's it. And I can't wait to move in, but like I said, I'm not a jumper. I'm gonna stay in my current ones until the end of the year, and then we'll move in. So let me know. I'd like to know, are you ready for 2020? Are you changing your setup for 2020, or have you found planner peace and are just gonna stick with it and keep doing what you're doing? Leave a comment below. I'd like to know. And if you've subscribed, great. If you haven't, please do, and give me a thumbs up. I wish you a great ending to 2019 and a happy 2020. God bless you.